Welcome to Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes 2025 edition. Cool. I didn't even know if I'd get this far, so it's kind of cool. I don't miss the days when I was in the other room freezing all winter recording on the phone. I don't miss the days when I was so nervous. I didn't know, didn't know if it was worth watching. Now, it's a slow drip, but I feel I have enough evidence that it's okay to be here. Now, I'm cheating a little bit because I have lyrics up in the background for I Miss the Days. NF, audio only. And the cat's comfortable. I'm ready to go. I blew out a bunch of venting stuff at a angry I don't like this politician video that I made and then threw away just to, dispel the feelings. This is the wrong place to bring that. Current events, a little spicy out there. And it's funny how people think it's their place to say this is the wrong moment for something. Well, being there's never been the right moment to have a conversation about, I miss the days when every other weekend there wasn't a car driving through a crowd of people or some sort of atrocity to distract me from other things. I miss the days when life wasn't as chaotic. But what are we going to do?
I miss the days when I had a smile on my face and wasn't so caught up in all of the small things. Wasn't so adamant that I could handle everything alone. It wasn't so cautious and always exhausted. And actually listen to things in my heart said. Riding my bike, it's riding my bike. Not overthinking my life. Not always wondering if I'm a likable person or someone that nobody likes. Not always stressing about money or losing my job or scared I ain't making a flight. Not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds. What happened to me? Yeah, what happened to me? When did I start to believe I wasn't worth it and question my purpose to breathe? Wondering who I should be, happiness out of my reach, scared to get back on my feet, need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded, love wasn't always invasive, I could embrace it, just innocent waiting, not always living in anguish. When did I break it, become overtaken? What was the moment I caved and gave away all of my faith and made a replacement? I miss the days when, I miss the the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling love. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fall flat, yeah, fall flat. The one that told me I was worth something when I'm off track. Back when my imagination wasn't in the cage and it was free to run fast, yeah. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. Before it was hijacked and wasn't described as a place of limitation, always indicating I can't handle everything from my past. Hated anything it dissects till I'm depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm cursed too. Take me back when I was happy, but I wasn't acting. Vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive. Had emotion, but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would grow, the more I lose control and take another baggage. It's really sad when everything.
It's very good. We'll go back. I'm trying harder not to step on the bars this year. I don't like to exploit the song, so playing it like we're here at the radio, I like the artist. So if you're looking for confirmation, yeah, NF is cool. There you go. If that's all you need, you got it. Cool. I'm going back second time. But the difference is I don't actually relate. I didn't find I liked my childhood, but me personally, all opinions for entertainment purposes as always. But I had a lot of chores. entire childhood was chores. I was grateful to grow up and get out of the house just so I could stop working every day. Now, I've showed up 10 minutes early to every shift, and my boss looked at me and told me the other day, she said, you've never missed a day once. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't do that. There's no reason I would have to not go to work. My feelings are irrelevant. I didn't contract to keep my feelings happy. I didn't contract to be comfortable. I didn't contract for none of that. I contracted to show up on time, work my full shift, the best I can, and so on and so forth. And childhood put in some good things for me, but childhood was one series of work after another, just one chore after another. The trips were nice, but the trips were because, pretty sure we were like farm hands without a farm. So I don't comprehend, because I might not have nothing to show for it, but every day, every moment I learned more, and then that education, or wisdom, if you will, has applied to my life and actually makes every day better than the one I just lived. And when I was innocent and ignorant, that didn't actually equal happiness for me. I was just too young and stupid to know better. I thought playing was what life was about, and it turns out no. If no one's there to help me, then, from a squirrel stewing up, I would have to find a way to, sustain myself. That looks like that's been the history of life forever. I think we just been way too comfortable for too long, and then somehow, no disrespect, but I think we this is this fantasy element that I'm supposed to be a childlike. Maybe I could enjoy life, get the most out of it, but stop making ignorant childlike decisions. They don't actually do what's good for them. Weirdly enough, that's unfortunately true.
Take me back when I was happy but I wasn't acting vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive. Had emotion but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would grow, the more I lose control and take another baggage. It's really sad when everything you thought was stable crashes. Everything you thought would take the sadness really only made it deeper. Got me off the deep end asking, will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? Just take me back when, just take me back when. I miss the smiles we had when we were young.
So and I like it. It's a good track, and I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm weighing this through the idea that if I looked at the world like I did through my, where are we going? Is 6 to 12 here or something? Maybe whatever childhood is now, with phones. What's that? 4 to 8, and that's about it. I don't know. But I can't imagine having a skill set, revenue flow, responsibilities, but then like thinking like a child. Is that why they keep crashing supercars and all of this activity that seems like a bunch of people that have never been told no have power and influence? And then what scares the living hell out of me is that the more people that haven't been told no, the less moral the decisions we see. We're able to witness people make decisions all the time. It seems like the morality of them decisions are getting worse and worse and worse. As our opportunity to grow and learn has exceeded by leaps and bounds. Everyone got pissed off at the big tech bro the other day when he was saying, hey, if you need a college, it's already too late. Yep. If you need the label, you didn't want the education. Hell, I learned about stuff that I even knew wasn't true just because I wanted to know what the crazy people knew so I could maybe have a legitimate discussion on a topic, not just go, oh, what? The world is flat? Really? There's an ancient world in another continent beyond the ice walls? What? What? Endless resources and opportunity reported by the Byrd, Admiral Byrd's mission. I don't know nothing about that. And I think it's all not even real. Not sure. We spent hours. And then there's like legitimate topics too, but that's not for here. That's just for my real life. My point is, with all the opportunity, like, let's say, using a topic that's familiar to NF's content, um, anxiety, mental illness, not shit on a scale. I'm not trying to judge. I'm just saying sadness, depression. Come on, it's here. It's all up in the lyrical content. You have an opportunity to actually access the teachings and learnings of the entire field of, let's just say, healthcare and self-examination, things that would lend to maybe helping oneself. If you can't find a corner of the internet that feeds into your power and growth and helps you dispel the pain and suffering you live in, you're not getting off TikTok enough or something. I like bouncy things on the internet too. It's super distracting, but man, when something's really wrong, I got to find out. First, I find a bunch of like-minded people that are going through it. How do they deal with it? What do they do? Where are the success stories? How could I emulate that behavior and move on from constantly being sad and depressed? Because it turns out I can't function like that. Now, I never understood any of that shit when I was a child. Pain was pain, happiness was happiness, and instant gratification was all that mattered. And to deal with all the shit I was just ranting about, there is no instant gratification. It is a process. But it costs nothing to engage in that process. Okay, internet access, but that doesn't even seem like a thing unless you back up in the middle of the mountains, people. I'm just saying. I guess I'm not waiting to the end.
We imagine, will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we did back then? Just take me back when. I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling young. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids, yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then, yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again, Yeah. Just running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids. I feel like life is so much simpler then. When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again,
That was very good. I liked it. I treat the pets with childlike innocence and abandon. I don't really believe they're furry kids. I might play that, but I don't believe that. I believe children are children and pets are pets. But when playing with toddlers or kittens, puppies, or the like, I try to revert back to the most innocent thoughts I can have and try to channel that. But the rest of the world, uh, I need to be a lot more guarded, observant, and situationally aware. And I'm not always positive that it can put a smile on my face, but at least it gives me a sense of security, which most people, when pushed into a corner, admit that that's what they really want. Uh, Unfortunately, they're looking for big daddy government or some NGO to do it for them. Family, friends, loved ones, and circle of influence, a lot more reliable. But once again, I didn't know any of that as a child. As a child, I felt authority somehow was right. That, yeah, cutting wood for 6 hours at 8 years old, that's appropriate. You're going to work from 8 to 13, from 7, whatever it was, while your friends played and dicked around. Now, I understood, it took a lot of years, but I understood that wasn't, my life wasn't like that. Farm kids, that's the best I could compare it to. But we're in a farm. And so, yeah, I just instantly got me all like, I don't really, I admitted in a thing the other day, I'm stressed out in my real life, but I wouldn't want ignorant bliss. So my problem is I just didn't know anything, and pretending kids know stuff is one of our biggest problems. Uh, um, I'll tell you this, it can't be that innocent if they can't even walk down the street alone anymore. So then the youth of innocence must have been taken by a world gone mad. I don't know. But the lyrical content's very heavy, but it's a great song. I'm just not, I just miss I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive. I could embrace it. Just innocent waiting, not always living in anguish. When did I break and become overtaken? Well, and here's my thing is I think if that's how you feel, then there's probably a lot of help waiting for you out there. And you will only feel overtaken as long as you ignore that person in the mirror looking back at you going, I hate you. I'm disgusted. I find this, that, or the other problematic. Oh, yeah, no. My problems suck, but they don't stop us from living today. Spiritual cosmic high five to myself just because I made one more step. Now, old Rollen's a little spicy today. It went hard. Turns out I miss the days when I could pound 5 rock stars a day. But now we're 2 days past that. And I love the dirty bean juice. Oh, I drank coffee all through my incarceration. So it's not that I'm against coffee. It's just not a replacement for the beautiful the energy drink that I drank for so many years. But they're killing me. And I miss the days when I was steeped in ignorance and thought killing myself to be comfortable and happy was okay. Because I realize that that's a fallacy, and I am lying to myself. And it better start somewhere. And no better than one of the 2 most expensive vices in my life. So, hey, you know what? If you miss the days of happiness, work on being happy. Now, if you just need a nice song to kick back to and think about the innocence of youth, maybe. It's kind of heavy, right? It's kind of heavy. So I'm not saying, I don't know if this is easy listening. If you're paying attention in any way, shape, or form, I'm not sure it's as easy listening as all that. Don't make it not a killer. It's a banger. It's great. And I'm not trying to suck up. I think we should be able to have our own feelings about shit without it meaning the song has something to do outside of the lyrical content and how it makes my personal life feel. You filter that shit the way you want. You get out of it what you want. Maybe what people really want is simple escapism. Go get yours. Just don't be upset when other people want something more from it all. I'm not living in that ignorant bliss ever again. Later.